We will be doing several missions at the same time in the Highlands, but to get us started is a mission called the Overlooked Medicine Man. Something else we'll be doing are the challenges, one of which is to touch a bunch of these flagpoles for some reason. And another mission that we have is to kill Stalkers, which are down below here, and check their piles for the chapters of a book. Evidently the Stalkers ate somebody's homework. We've often completed this mission by now, but came up a little short this time, but there's plenty of Stalkers ahead. These guys here are for the Medicine Man mission. It's a vending machine, Goliath, and a couple of bots. And while we're here, we can get an echo for a mission from Tanis. Now the echo is in a little room like this one that I used to have to go out on a ledge and to the right there, and half the time fall down to the ground. But one time when I came to these boxes, I was getting the prompt for that echo right through the wall. Now I didn't get the prompt this time, but you can see that when I mass picked up these two items, It also picked up the echo, which is in that room. So now I don't have to go out on that little beam and jump over to the other beam and fall down into the mouth of some thresher. I still need to kill some stalkers and pick up some book chapters. This goes towards the kills, but I'm not getting any books. First time I did this, I thought, what, they're going to blast me for following orders, completing a mission, but that's just there to scare you. This is the first of another challenge, which is to shoot these water towers. And while we're over here, I'm going to stop and squeeze in Hammerlock's mission called Slap Happy. I'm trying to show where it is on the map there, but dang mouse or controller is hard to use. So that's a shortcut into Highlands Outwash, where we kill the big thresher. And if you don't have good gear, then you may want to get up on this platform here, and you're pretty safe up here. But being a named enemy, old Slappy will drop a legendary weapon for you, and when we do a save quit continue, we come back that portal, which is convenient, except for one minor detail, which is I forgot to go back and turn in the mission. He's one of those.
Scientifically, murdering old Snappy was probably a...
Some of these characters you can farm without turning in a mission, and others you have to go back and turn them in. There's the difference. So if you've got a good launcher or whatever, you don't have to run up on that platform. You can hit them from right in the water. Actually a waste of ammo to try to get him from a distance. Just let him come up and then blast him. Unless you're using a sniper rifle or something, obviously. Since I just leveled up, I snuck back to Sanctuary just now and went to my armory characters and upgraded my weapons. Also sold off stuff from my backpack and turned in old equipment from my backpack. So I figure that's all pretty boring stuff. If you haven't seen that before, you can go back to the first Sanctuary video and see it there. Now that striker that I just got is that was our big prize, and it's not a weapon that I use, but it just depends on what kind of gear you've got, whether you want it or not. Rather than drive over to the Hyperion Bridge, I did a fast travel over here. We need to go down beside it and clear out these threshers, and also find the third shipment of medicine, which is on that little island out there. Now, sometimes you can kill all these threshers that are in this ground area here, and when you pull out to that island, some more come out of the water. But they didn't do that this time. Always something different. So that's why I'm driving so cautiously here. But we're home free. So that was the vending machine and the shipping container there, and we got the last bit of medicine. While we're in this area, which is right next to Wildlife Exploitation Preserve, I want to activate that fast travel machine so that we don't have to drive back up here to get into the WEP again. just want to show that you, as far as I know, you can't just walk or run up to that pole. You actually have to drive up those rocks and then get out and go the rest of the way. And rather than try to back down those rocks, I'm going to come over here and get a different car. In case I haven't said before, I call these cars because the acronym for Catch a Ride, which I only caught on to recently. And this is a long way off tower. It's so far off that when the first time I shoot it, I don't think I've hit it, so I shoot again, but it's gone. I don't know how people find these things. In a million years, I wouldn't have found that on my own. I'm trying to get to the base of the waterfall here, but there's threshers trying to kill you, and so there's a lot of twisting and turning here, and I hate that in a video because then you can't figure out where the guy has gone. But if you just go to that little stream and go to the waterfall and cross it there, then you get on dry land and you can keep coming up until you reach the flagpole there. This is a fun little area. A couple of challenges, and one of Tannis's echoes is in this area. Lots of bots to shoot, even a constructor. Third time's the charm. That little breaker box there is for an electrical field in that room where Tannis's echo is. I know that most, if not all of you, have played this and gone in there, but if you're like me, you tend to forget some of this stuff, so I'm just refreshing your memory. There's another tower. I always like when death trap gets between me and the person I'm trying to shoot. Doesn't hurt death trap, but I just can't see what I'm shooting anymore. Here's another one of those, how did they find that? But this one's a little more believable than that one where the tower is off, where you can't even see the tower. And there's the echo. Now we just need to clear out of this area. We could just run out, ignore all these guys, but the first time into an area, I like to at least pretend they can do something and that we need to kill them. There are some guns that live up on those posts, but maybe a homing grenade or something already knocked them out. Yeah, I almost forgot a flagpole, so I gotta go back for it. So on your way to the water wheel, look to your left, little path, you come up there and there's a flagpole. And this is Tanis's last echo. You have to shoot those to release the door. I picked up the money with hold down the X button, and it picked up the echo at the same time. Now, I was trying to get these Stalkers to come out, so I could kill them now rather than when I'm trying to do the arms mission, but they wouldn't come out. Now that we're at a higher level, the shields cost correspondingly more, like 1,000 apiece. And even with the supply of money I've got from the armory characters, I hate to spend the money when I can zip over to Liarsburg and get them for like $167. And here you drop the shields into the grinder. 5 shields that you have to have, and she somehow makes a lens out of that. And I get a reward, like a choice of gear as a reward, and I click back and forth between them. I'm not trying to see which one is best, because they rarely are good enough to replace what I already have, almost never. And so what I'm doing is seeing which one is worth more when I sell it. So now we're testing out the lens, or the shield that she made from the lenses. And the first one is off to the side of the shield, just to test it on the old Grump's house. Takes care of him. Now we test it on Overlook. Gee, I hope it works. After I went to all the trouble to get them that medicine. We're going to do the arms dealing mission now, which is to drive around and get an arm out of each of these mailboxes. It's a timed mission. If you open the box and don't take the arm out, then you haven't completed that mission for that box. So we open the box to get the mission started, but you can see the timer hasn't started yet. I'm trying to back up so I make a fast getaway while the timer isn't going, but oops, this thing doesn't have a rear view mirror. So we come to the farthest most point, and that starts the timer. Now, before doing this, normally you would open that first box to get the marker set up so you can see where you have to go, and make a dry run so you know where, make sure you know where everything is, where you have to turn and so forth. And also there'll still be some creatures around that you need to kill, because you don't have time to stop and fight them on this thing. In fact, one bad turn can make you fail the mission. And each one is a two-step process. You have to open the box and you have to grab the arm. 2 clicks. And if you forget the second one, you fail the mission. Now the stalkers that are around the place we're going now weren't there when I came last time. But wasn't much resistance, so the only one left, I've got 4 of the 5, the only one left is the one we opened to start with. And we've got a minute 7. Now we have to get it to the mailbox, not the bounty board button, but that tiny little mailbox down there. And mission accomplished. This will be the last mission. We have to kill Henry. First kill his minions, then kill Henry, and open the present. Yeah.